What does a high-stakes business deal have in common with a round of golf? Well, turns out a whole lot more than you'd think. Today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating case study in niche logistics, all about specialized transportation for executives and their golf clubs right in Anaheim. Okay, so picture this. You've just flown into Anaheim for a massive convention. Your schedule is absolutely jam-packed. But you've also got that one critical golf outing planned with a major client. Everything, and I mean everything, has to go off without a hitch. So you've got your clubs, you've got your tee time. The logistics should be pretty simple, right? Wrong. That trip from your hotel room to the first tee is actually a minefield of hidden little obstacles that can completely derail your day before you even take your first swing. And a stress in this situation, it just builds and builds. You're not just driving. You're trying to navigate these unfamiliar freeways, you're hunting for parking at some exclusive country club, and you're doing it all on a razor-tight schedule. Oh, and on top of all that, you're responsible for thousands of dollars worth of golf equipment sitting in the back of a rental car. No pressure, right? Now, you might be thinking, well, isn't that just a common problem for any business traveler? And yeah, it is. But Anaheim's unique situation makes this whole logistical challenge way more intense. Let's take a look at why. You see, when most of us hear Anaheim, we think of theme parks, but in reality, it is a massive hub for business. It's absolutely packed with convention centers, corporate headquarters, and high-end hotels that cater specifically to executive travelers. This creates this constant, high-stakes demand for professional services, where your image and your punctuality are everything. And here's the real kicker. A lot of Orange County's best, most prestigious golf courses are just a 15 to 30-minute drive away. Now, that sounds super close, but we're talking about Southern California traffic here. That short distance can be incredibly unpredictable. Getting it wrong means being late, and in this world, that's just not an option. So, we've got the problem clearly laid out. You've got high stakes, tight schedules, and completely unpredictable travel. It was only a matter of time before a specialized solution emerged to solve this exact dilemma for Anaheim's business golfers. And let's be clear, this is not just about calling a taxi. This is a premium service designed from the ground up for one specific purpose. The whole thing is focused on three core values: being on time, every single time, providing a comfortable, totally stress-free environment, and maintaining an image of absolute professionalism. So who's actually using a service like this? Well, the audience is pretty broad, but also very specific. We're talking about executives who are entertaining important clients, entire corporate teams heading to a big tournament, and event planners who have to coordinate dozens of VIPs. The common thread for all of them? Their time is their single most valuable asset. But the real value here, it goes way beyond just the convenience of getting a ride. Using a professional service like this is actually a strategic decision. It has tangible benefits that can directly impact how successful your business outing is. Let's just break this down. First, time management. That's completely outsourced to a local expert who knows the traffic patterns. Second, you get to use that travel time to actually relax or prepare instead of fighting with other drivers. Third, showing up in a chauffeured vehicle, well, it projects a serious image of professionalism and attention to detail. And finally, it handles all the group coordination and, of course, the safety of everyone involved. When you look at it side by side like this, the contrast is, well, it's stark. On one hand, you have all these hidden costs of driving yourself, the stress, the risk, the mental distraction, but on the other, you have a solution that offers focus, punctuality, and just plain peace of mind. You're not just buying a ride, you're investing in your own performance. So where are all these executives heading anyway? Well, this service is grounded in reality, connecting Anaheim to some of Southern California's most prestigious and exclusive golf destinations. And the destinations really speak for themselves. We're talking about exclusive, sometimes members-only clubs like Santa Ana Country Club and prime spots for corporate tournaments like Los Coyotes. These are the kinds of places where the experience of arriving is almost as important as the game itself. So ultimately, a service like this completely transforms transportation from just a utility into a real strategic business tool. It's a direct investment in your performance and your focus. Really, the entire purpose boils down to this one simple idea. It's about offloading the mental burden of all the logistics. By letting someone else handle the stress of traffic, parking, and timing, it allows you to keep your focus exactly where it needs to be, on your game, on your clients, and on your business relationships. So it kind of leaves us with a bigger question to chew on. This is a case study about golf transportation, sure, but the principle behind it is universal. In a world that's just constantly demanding our attention, what is the true value, the real cost, of outsourcing distractions so you can focus on what actually matters?